Hey, what's up? I guess this is a beginning of another one, even though it's probably going to take weeks to make this video, so I'll explain why. Well, yesterday I did a little bit of yard hopping, junkyard hopping. First place I went to that I thought sure had it was a bust. Didn't have anything old enough. But the second place had what I needed, and best of all, it's in one piece, which is the important part. And, you know, it's the exact same thing. But I gotta clean that up. Well, what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna take the original water pump out of this old one. Take this out of here. And use that one, the original with the car. Might be in a little better shape, I don't know, but we'll see. I thought this one was more loose, but yeah, keep it around as a spare. Plus, I don't know, that pulley and everything just looks better. But I'll take that off there, each one of them. Gotta clean all the grease and gunk off this. And yeah, I don't know if I'll film all that, but just boring degreasing and things like that. And you know how motivated I am to do that stuff, so I don't want to bore you with those details. But in the meantime, we'll try to get these pulleys and water pumps off here, and this old one can go in the scrap pile. So yeah, I do got a timing set, gasket for that. Might be just empty. I can't remember, but I ordered some things. I didn't order everything. I was going to try to get a whole engine kit for a 31, but a lot of the kits I saw were either for later and the ones that were the right years or whatever, it was almost like they didn't have everything in them from what I could see in the pictures. Not to mention that, like everything else these days, the price for them is sky high. Gasket kits used to be cheap. So I'm trying to buy everything individually, a little at a time, as I need it, because I know I ain't gonna have time to constantly work on the car, the motor. I'll get what I need to throw this together out of the car. I'll get this blower end stuff. I can't remember if I ordered the oil pan gasket, but that's gonna come too. Here with this, get this all in there, oil pan, all that. Kind of working my way up. I might get some new valve cover gaskets if I can find some for a good price, or I'll just use some right stuff and the original ones. Might be able to work. If not, place them down the road. I also may get some spark plugs at some point while it's out, just because it's easier to get to them now. Need upper plenum gasket. That can come later. How I can do that when it's in the car. I also got to order those, if you remember, early on in the series of this car, there's rear hoses that go from the heater core to the engine that I got to put on later. I got to order those too. That's all from Rock Auto. Don't get me wrong, the prices are good for most of the stuff, but they get you with the shipping, especially when they're coming from different hubs. Because I actually created a cart on there of everything I need to my knowledge that I need. And I almost bought everything. And then I saw the final price and I was like, whoa, no. I got Christmas shopping and everything else to do right now. So be patient with me. I'll get this. Also, after getting this one off in the junkyard, even though it was a scramble and had the problem solved because I didn't have every tool I needed, I've come to the realization that taking that all out might not have been necessary. But live and learn. At least it'll get a little extra love, and hopefully it'll be all worth it. If not, it's a little money down the drain, I don't know, but I feel like it'll be fine. Let's think positive on this one. So we're gonna get taking these off. I'm done rambling now. Check out the big boy. Take out both of them. I don't know how it's supposed to come off. Just like that. Alright. I wasn't sure, but that's it. That one gets in there. I had to fight that one. That water pump looks like it's brand new. Well, we're definitely using that one. What do we got? Yeah, that stuff's got new silicone on it and everything. Ain't much to pry against. Hold on, I gotta get in this thing I'm working on top of. That's where my pry bar is. Why is that on there? Hi, Bear. You wanna play, I know. Oh, I got stuff to do here. Ciao, bub. I know, you're being a good boy. I know, you wanna play. I get more playing done than work lately. Hold on, I'll be back. What the hell? All that Permatex has got it glued on there. Heat it is. That did the trick. Look at that. That is a brand new pump. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah. Go ahead, work on this one off camera. Same concept, except that one's on there a little better. Alright, well, got it off there. Had to use a 2-jaw puller. Got tired of waiting. I was gonna just let it sit overnight, but all I can say is, ew. That could be an indication why that car was in the junkyard. So now, if I go take it and clean it out with the hose, or might even take it to the community pressure washer and really blow it out and make degreasing it a lot easier. Not sure if I'll do that tonight or tomorrow. It's getting dark out. Yeah, so I don't know, how much I'm gonna mess with this more tonight. But yeah, I got that ready to clean up. I'm not in no real hurry because, like I said, I ain't got everything. Some of it's on the way. So these scenes will be different times. So mash it all together in editing and probably edit out most of this rambling. But anyway, that's where we are. And yeah, it's a good choice because not only that, but I mean, it's probably still good. You clean it up, but it definitely was old, and that one's like brand new. So yeah, it ain't been on there that long. That's where we are. I'll come back with updates. Alright guys, took it and pressure washed it there yesterday evening. Got the worst of that off. Still got some stuff to scrape and scrub off here, but sprayed it out. All that gunk out of there. Worst of it anyway. Now I'm gonna put it in the parts washer and scrub her off here and scrape that a little bit. Spray it down with some brake clean. And yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Probably take out that old seal too. Alright guys, well, got it all cleaned up there about as good as I'm gonna get it. Clean the backside too, but good enough. I mean, I'm gonna clean up them mating surfaces before I put it on and all that. Once I get a new seal and gasket for the water pump and all that. But no, I'm not painting up this whole engine because I don't know if it's worth it. But I got a wild hair. Might as well just gussy up some of the parts I'm working on a little bit. So they look semi-new. Now this is hammered silver, it ain't aluminum, but that's what I got. So we're just gonna spray some parts of this and make it look a little pretty. Kind of fog it on here a little bit. Probably more love than it deserves. I hope not. But I also have time because I'm still waiting on the rest of the stuff. And still got to order some, so I got time to dick off on some things. At least I'll get the satisfaction of a semi-new looking part. And yes, I'll wipe off the overspray before I put the seal in there or anything else. But I don't have much for masking right now, as far as tape. But yeah, there you go. Got the Craigslist rebuild on her, as they say. The marketplace rebuild, whatever. There you go, new timing cover. Well, it's been a little bit. Doing holiday things and waiting on parts. But I believe I got enough parts here to get started putting this thing back together. Got the main parts anyway. Got this timing set here. It's engine tech. I don't know how good that stuff is, but try to keep it affordable. Crank gear, cam, timing gear there, timing chain, the timing damper there from Rock Auto magnets. Most of it so far is from Rock Auto, except for I think I got some valve cover gaskets I found on eBay. It was a little cheaper to get it there. And everything I need pretty much, I have to order, which is crazy to think about that type of car and engine. But that's what time does to things, I guess, and screwed up economy and whatever else. So I'm gonna get to taking this old stuff off, get the old timing gears here off, damper off. I might clean up around, get this old gasket off around here a little bit. And after I do that and put that stuff on, I'll probably take her up in the air, take the pan back off, go clean it up. Got a new pan gasket too. So yeah, that's where we are. Everything should be lined up. I've double, triple checked things. I lined it up here a while back. Everything still looks to be lined up where it needs to be. TDC and, you know, all that good stuff. So I should be able to just put it on where it's at. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, gotta get a puller, I think. Pull this off. Figure out which one to use to do that. I got a new tripod finally. It's a little too tall for this, so you're seeing it kind of far away. But anyhow, got this small gear off here, crank gear. So I'll use a puller for that. So, it's getting ready to get this timing set ready to put on here, right? Well, let me show you something. What's wrong here? Yeah. one of these is not alike. So I don't know how wrong all of it is. Bottom one was probably right. That's wrong. That's for like for later models, like the 3100, which is kind of the same engine but newer. So now I'm gonna have to try to return this. So back to being at a standstill. Better sees or hear something out there. Just when I thought I was on the way. Guess I should look closer at that. Thought it was the same, but clearly it's not. So I probably had to use different everything. I don't know. So that's where I'm at. Hey, what's up? Next day here, next evening, early evening, late afternoon. I don't know. Anyway, so once I discovered that I ordered the wrong timing set, I kind of just gave up last night. Figured I was stuck. So, but you know, I slept on it, had some time to think, and figured, well, hell, in the meantime, I could at least get all this other stuff ready. Put the new seal in this. Put the water pump on it. I restored on the pump pulley there a little bit. I did that yesterday. You just didn't see it. Thought about lifting this up, doing the pan gasket and everything, and spraying up inside there a little bit and crud. I don't know if I'm gonna get that this evening. It's New Year's Eve, got some things coming up, so I don't know if I'm gonna get too into that, because I gotta clean the pan and everything too. Should probably work on it the next couple evenings or something, or till I get to sending this back or wherever the hell it's at. Oh, that, yeah. I already got the shipping stuff in my email there to return it and whatnot. I just gotta wrap it all up and take it wherever. So all that's getting done. In the meantime, I can like I said, get that ready, do the pan gasket and all that crap. I don't know if I put the valve cover gaskets on yet or not, but I got a little bit of stuff I can do. Whether I film all of it or not, I don't know, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I either film it or I'll update you. So that's what I'm gonna do here, and just play with that guy because he won't leave me alone. So, all right. All right, well, here's the new front crank seal, using the timing cover. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and put this in. I already wiped out these surfaces and stuff and cleaned them off. Just like any seal, trans seal, or any other type of seal that pushes in like this, like these. You don't want to just smack around here like this. I mean, sometimes you can get away with it, but you take a chance on bending that seal or messing up the rubber or whatever. So what I'm gonna do here, kind of get it firm in there. Hi, Bear. He's here wanting to bug me. Say hi to the internet. Or don't. Hold on, we'll get to playing here in a minute. Let Daddy do this. Hold on, bud. Go play. Go play. Where's your ball? Go get your ball. Watch out, bud. Go find your ball. All right, so while he's doing that, see if we can pop this in here real quick. Take a chunk of wood or anything that can go evenly across this, or even a piece of small exhaust pipe or something. Already being difficult. I usually try to use all Velcro gaskets on stuff, but like everything else, everything's high price right now, so I'm just using whatever. Live and learn. I'll figure out which ones don't work good. All right, I got that in there. Watch out there. Hold on, bud. Watch out. Hold on, you're gonna take out the internet here. Yeah, so I got that in there evenly. Didn't bend it or nothing. So the next thing I'll do is put the water pump in here, get the gaskets ready and all that crap. So I'll come back when I do that. Hey, what's up? Joe here. It's been about a week since I last filmed there. So anyway, also I got a mic thing here, cheap one I picked up. Hopefully it's working. Can't tell. Guess I'll find out. So anyway, I did get that all done there. Water pump back in the cover and housing there and everything. I never did get on the oil pan situation there, but since then, just been kind of lazy lately and things, so I'm gonna work on picking her back up here. So good breaks, good for you. Plus I was waiting on this to come. Another magnet, of course, rock auto. But I did get another full set here. This time, it is the right one. It looks to be so far. So, I just got a whole shebang there. The last one was all separate pieces. Well, the damper and the gears and all that, but this one came on one set. It's by, the label on it, but I think it's by SKP or something. So, yeah, SKP. But anywho, we're gonna get on putting that back on there. I might have a manual for one of these cars or Cavaliers or something similar. See if I can get some torque specs. I kept coming up with mixed answers on Google there. So before I go putting this timing set on, I want to make sure I find the right torque specs for the bolts, and we'll get back to it. All right, got it out of the packaging here. Kind of noticed a little difference, but I think I can make it work. The damper here. There's two main holes like that. This has 3 holes, but I'm assuming I don't have to use that one. And this backside, that can slip in. Right here, that hole's a little bigger. It'll probably push in better once you tighten it, but I said, I think it's made to do that. So we'll go ahead and put that on and move on to the crank gear. That might be a little tricky putting back on without turning the crank. Alright, see if we can get this damper on here. Well, maybe I ought to put the crank gear on first. Yeah, it makes more sense. I'm not sure I'm gonna have to draw this on with anything, or well, maybe it'll just slide on. Okay. Not sure exactly where it goes there, but that's on. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put this damper on. Get this started. Sound should be recording. I don't think I turned the mic off. Guess we'll call that torqued. Let's see here. Chain, the gear. I'm not giving no special directions because I'm no pro. We're just gonna make sure your marks are lined up, which looks to be that they are. I may actually have to rotate something here. What do I want to rotate? We'll try the cam first. It might be easier. Oh, I gotta put a bolt in it to do that. Hold up. Did it work? Maybe that did it. Might have been too much. I don't know. Oh, it should be too much now. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe I can. Everything's gotta fight me. Didn't you know that? Maybe that did it. Oh. Woo. I'm having issues here. I'm having issues. That's the key. Can't tell what's going on here. I think I got it. Put red Loctite on these bolts. I'll take that other one back out to do it. That was getting frustrating. Now, look at these suckers. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be that tight. Usually there's a little slack, but with that damper there, it seems tight. So I guess till it wears, I guess it'll be tight. that or it'll fail, one of the two. Well, it said to tighten it to 74 foot-pounds. I don't know, seems kind of high to me, but guess we'll see. I'm gonna double check that. I don't know, torque wrench didn't click yet. Just seems kind of tight for those little bolts, but I could be wrong. All right, I did take those cam gear bolts back out and put them back in at a better torque. Apparently it's around 20 to 25. I just made them 25. Seemed all right when I took them out, so no harm, no foul there. I thought that other stuff I saw wasn't right. Had to get help elsewhere because Google wasn't being my friend that day. Kept finding everything but what I needed. So, got that. Now I got it up in the air here. I'm going to drop this pan, take it, clean it up, spray some brake clean up in there around the pickup, little pickup there. Get any debris off of it, debris. I mean, it should be pretty clean. Barry, what are you doing over there? Good boy. So I'll probably just do this in time lapse. It's not much to see here. And then probably just clean up the pan off camera and stuff and bring you back when I'm ready to put it back on. So that's what we'll do. Alright, well, I got that half-ass cleaned up. I ain't so much worried about the outside of it. Just want to get any debris out of there and all that. I ain't too worried about that much. Went ahead and laid this new gasket seal on here. Since I'm doing it hanging in the air there, it's probably easier just to lay it on here first, even though usually you put it on the engine first, but I'm going to try to wrestle it on there as is. Put a little contact cement on the back side of the runners here. The sides, whatever you want to call them, runners. Hold those in place. So I'll probably do that in time lapse too. I'll have fun getting that started. Now once that's on, I can go back, put the front stuff on there. Whether or not I do that this evening or not, it's yet to be determined, but if not, it'll be done tomorrow evening or over the weekend. On a side note, I gotta ask y'all. Hold on. I'm out of brake clean, except for this almost full bottle that the cap got broke off of. That's all boogered up there for me trying to make it work, but I accidentally knocked it down. I did that with another one here too. For some reason they changed these the way you can't just interchange tips from other kinds of spray cans. And this is just a stupid idea, because now I got a bunch of stuff it's hard to spray or it'll go to waste. So does that frustrate anybody else? I mean, every brand I've used this year so far, or the last couple months, they're like that. You can't put nothing else in there. So anyway, get back to work here. Well, oil pan's on there, new gasket. That gasket I did get from Rock Auto. It's Apex brand. I think it might have been the cheapest. Can't remember. So yeah, that's probably it for tonight. I'll tend to the front cover tomorrow evening or something. You know, or the weekend, put the balancer back on. What else? Probably go put the starter back on, because once I get some oil, some cheap oil in the filter, I want to put in there, because I want to do a compression test on this before we go putting it back in. If it's got good compression, that'll tell us we're probably on the right track and it might work out. I just worry about when it does get back in there and I start it, that I hope it don't tap or knock or anything like that. So yeah, so I guess tomorrow evening or something I'll be back. All right, well, while I had that pan off, I was gonna clean up around here a little better on each side. Well, I forgot about that. It's in a rush for some reason. Well, probably because it's cold out and I just didn't feel like doing it, but well, working on this in general, but I cleaned it up the best I could here. I got it all off that side. This side's a little iffy. I'll probably just go over this again because it got a little surface rust around there and stuff, and just moisture. Clean this up a little better before I put the cover on. I'll just put a little RTV down there, and there's lower spots, a little extra insurance. I'm gonna go ahead and get this Victor Range. I think this is the box timing set gasket. Let me get this out of here. Got this through Rock Auto too. I think there's a couple little rings in here too, but I don't think I need those. I think I just dumped them out on the ground actually. But yeah, I don't know what the O-rings are to. I didn't take no O-rings off of it, but I'll hang on to it. I think this might have came out of there too. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that spray adhesive, put that on there so it's already on there, and make it easier to put together there. So I'm gonna get to doing that. I ain't gonna show it. If you need me to show this, I don't know what to tell you, but take some of that spray adhesive right there, put it on the one side that you're putting against it, and sit her on there, line her up, let her set. So I'll be back when that's done and ready to put that on, I guess. Still trying to figure out the fasteners. I cleaned some of them up. I think there might be like a random long bolt. Hopefully I put all the bolts in the right holes. So yeah. Well, as you see, I didn't get it on there. It gave me problems. I'll probably have to jack it up with the crane. Drop the pan some to make that bottom seat in there. Had to wipe off all the RTV, clean off the gasket. Hopefully I can reuse it. I had to get some more RTV, but that ain't happening today. Sometime later in the week, probably. So, yeah, that's what I gotta do. I mean, it's like we're in the home stretch, but it's fighting me every step of the way. So, I'll get some more RTV or some right stuff. I guess I had to put the gasket on there like I wasn't planning to do, because it wanted to come off as soon as I went to put it on. So, all right, well, I'll get back on this. That's it for now. All right, well, it's almost a week later, about 7:45 on a Friday night. It's decided to winter around here in Pennsylvania, and that's kind of been the hold up. That and the frigid cold. But I've decided to come out here and try to put this back on here. Put the gasket on here first, which will work better. So I want her to drop that pan now. At least that's the plan. I did get some more. This is the cheap version. Pro Seal from Harbor Freight. We'll see how good that works. Black RTV. See if that works as good as the right stuff. I mean, $3 and something. So, so I'm gonna put some out around here and try to put this damn thing on. All right, let's see how badly I can fail this time. I'm only gonna put it around these water passages. Not so much worried about oil as much as I don't want to have a coolant leak. I can deal with oil. It's pretty sloppy, but I'm not sure if I should put any on this side or not. It almost feels like it'd be too much. Maybe we'll put a light coat around here on the cover. Squeeze some down in here like I said the last time. And these seals, I already did it the last time, but it's still on there. Apply a little oil on there so you don't damage them when you're sliding it on here. Or any application for that fact. See if I can line this up this time. hold it on there. Pissing me off now. Pissing me off. Probably making this a lot harder than it needs to be. This goosed up thing is going to be goosed up. I don't even care. Alright, I think I finally got this started. I did go ahead and loosen up the pan a little bit. I think I just had to get it up here in my teeth a little bit to work on it. So, get all these 5/16 bolts started. Hopefully this all goes together okay. It works. That was frustrating enough. Some of these are power steering or something. Like I said previously, these bolts go here and here for the around the water port there, water jacket, whatever you want to call it, passage. I'm gonna put some thread sealing on them. There's that one real long bolt that I'm still not sure why that's specifically needed. But I guess I'll figure it out somehow. No, that's those. Shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll make something work here with all these bolts. Put a little goop on this, on these. Said a little, not a lot. Come on now. Well, that's just what I have to do, because it's cold and it wants to gum up. So I'm gonna get putting this all, tighten this all back up, so. Alright, well, guess I'm at the point now where I want to test the compression first. Probably gotta try to turn it over with the starter. Went and got some cheap oil, some 530. I mean, if everything works out, I'll probably run this in it. I don't damage the oil filter or nothing before I have it in the car. Just got the cheapest stuff I could find. It already has one of these on it. And yeah, I know it's a Fram, don't everybody freak out. I've never had a bad experience with them. I'm sure the pre-YouTube internet days before everybody was doing reviews and tests on things, some of y'all naysayers probably using these faithfully thinking they were just fine, but everybody's got in their head they gotta spend a bunch of money on an oil filter. especially for a daily driver, just regular factory spec, they'll work fine. You just gotta change your oil more. So anyway, but we're going with that for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 4.5 quarts in this. That's around what it calls for. Internet said 4.4, but make it 4.5. So I'll fill that up, get things gathered up here to start up to some power. Dig out my compression tester. The throttle body's already unhooked, so I ain't gotta worry about the blades being open. It's just kind of open, full blast right now anyway, so don't have to worry about that. I will probably take the other valve cover off. I'll make sure I see oil getting up to the valve train. So yeah, so when I got this oil in this and everything ready to roll, I'll come back and start the test. Well, I want to take this filter off, and as you can see, somebody put it on way too tight. I did try first with a filter wrench, and that's what smashed it the first time. Oh, of course, nothing's gonna work right. Come on, you bitch. Well, looks like this is gonna cause more work than needed. Try the way I don't usually do. Holy shit. Oh, don't want to go that far. Oh, there it goes. Jesus. Put some of this oil around this O-ring. Alright, I'm gonna put this other one on here and come back. Alright, well, it's Monday evening. The, I think 29th. Anyhow, had this all wired up here. Hooked up, well, I had it all hooked up enough to turn it over, which I was doing. I did this off camera, of course. But I'm not getting it to spin over fast enough, and it seems like it's draining the battery. I'm thinking what might be going on, it's causing drag because of the transmission and clutch and all that. And it's hydraulic, so I can't just disengage the clutch. So I'm thinking maybe that's why. Also, I don't know if just because it ain't spinning fast enough, I'm not getting no oil up through the push rods. But it might be just because it ain't turned over fast enough. So I think I'm going to separate the two, even though I originally wasn't going to. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm just going to try. The thing I didn't try was the original battery to the car, which is out in my 88 right now. but that turns over my tractor. I try to have jump boxes too. That did the best work. Of course, I had it all rigged up with jumper cables and stuff. What am I saying here? But it acted like it would drain after a while. Plus, I was jumping it with the charger and charging battery too. But it just didn't seem to have enough oomph to spin it over. Even when I tried hooking up this, as soon as it would hit some compression, it would just die. So I'm thinking if I unhook this, take trans off, and then try it, I might get something. I don't know, I'm just kind of feel like I'm wasting time and energy right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and I guess work on getting that separated. I'm not filming it because I just don't want to. I'm sure I'm boring you to shit by now anyway, so. All right, guys. As you can see, I did separate the two. It's actually a couple evenings later. I've been fighting with this thing off camera, and I'm hoping it's not signs of the condition of the engine. Kind of hoping maybe, even though it's pretty clean looking, like new, but it could be just clean. I'm hoping maybe the starter's giving me issues, or maybe they cranked it too much before when it was broke. I don't know, because it's still kind of turned over the same. And, you know, when you got the compression thing hooked up, the highest I got it up to, I think, was 90. But that's only because it would stop. And I'll try different batteries. That connected to it, jumping it, jump boxes. Kind of hoping it's, if anything, it's a starter, even though I don't want to put more money into this damn thing. I mean, I have to still, but I wasn't counting on getting one of those. I gotta try to find the cheapest one I can find if I do that. But I'm gonna, well, first I'll show you what it's doing. And after that, I'll probably pull this thing back up in the air a little bit where I can pull that thing off again. Put power to the starter while it's off, see how fast it spins there. And I don't think cranking it over is gonna get oil through the push rods there good enough. You gotta actually have it running or running the pump somehow. But I didn't have that off. I didn't mess with the camera. I shouldn't have to prime it, but I could be. You know, I shouldn't have to. I mean, maybe I'm dumb, but anyhow, I'm gonna get bring this back up here where I can show you what it's doing. All right, I set up one little tripod. Show you what this thing does. This rigged up switch I got here. Well, that time went a little above 90. Slowly going back down, it did get a little above 90. Yeah, it's not cranking fast enough, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what the hell that's doing, but I'll hook him for now. So yeah, that's the issue I'm running into now, so do a little investigating here and bring him back whenever. It's starting to act like another project. I don't like it. So, alright, we'll be back. Well, I had the starter off, put it back on with only 2 shims. Before I did that, I tested it off the engine. It spins like you'd expect a starter to. Put it back on, still did the same thing. So now I'm gonna go full retard. I guess diagnose this deeper because I don't know if something was bent in the valve train or what. don't know. This is getting to be ridiculous. I honestly thought this would be easier to save, not put a lot of money into. But I guess we'll see what's going on, because I don't know what else to do. It isn't making sense, because when it's trying to start, and I try to turn the crank by hand with a ratchet, and there is one spot where it kind of gets a little hard to turn. I don't know if something's binding or what. And I put the timing gears and everything in place like as far as I know they're supposed to be. Number one was up. At least from what I see is number one. From all the research I've done and knowledge. Well, even that plug wire runs over to where I thought number one was, but everything's lined up like it's supposed to be, so I don't know what's binding or if something's binding, but it should turn over easy. Spark plugs out of it. Full batteries, whatever. Jumping it. Shouldn't be this hard. It ain't no super big engine, so I'm gonna skip ahead to when I find something, I guess, because this video's taking way too long as it is. So this video might end on a bad note, so I don't know what's going on. Starting to understand why a lot of these cars from this era are trashed. Total BS. What's up? Joe here. I'd much rather be doing body work. So it's the next night again. I got pulled away from this, but I had to take care of some other stuff. But I did kind of find the culprit, I believe. So, if you look around in here a little bit. Well, that one's a little tight. But, see, that one's moving good. Well, nice and straight. Hold on. Same with that. That don't look too bad. Looks pretty good too. I'll take these all out and check them. But, see, I got this one marked. Look here. That ain't good. So I think that's our bind. Hold on. Getting right in the damn light too. Of course I am. Nice and straight. Also nice and straight. Same there from what I can tell. Like I said, I'll check them all. I kind of suspect, I marked this one too. I kind of suspect it might have a slight bend. Won't know till I take it out, lay it on a flat surface. These ones here, I think they're pretty good too. Like I said, I'll check them all, but especially those two. On this one, I think I just need to turn the engine a little bit and that one loosen back up, but I think it was straight too. So yeah, got at least one known bent push rod. I think it's a, I think it might be exhaust. The exhaust valve. So there's that. So I get them push rods out of there. I may pull that lifter, check it out. Whatever I gotta do to do that. I'm not sure if this is roller or flat tap it. Hydraulic, whatever. Hydraulic, flat tap, I get the same thing. So think they're the same thing, because I know there's roller, there's solid, and then there's flat tappet. But I've also heard hydraulic being said, which I think flat tappets are hydraulic, but I could be just retarded. So, alright, well, guess I'll get the pulling these out of here and come back with results or whatever. So, I'm gonna get on that. Alright, I got that one push rod out. I think that's where most of our bind is. We'll see if it turns over like normal without that. I'm still going to check that other one too, but I don't think it's bent enough to bind it. This shouldn't hurt anything. Yeah, kind of turns over pretty good now. So, got that one out, take that other one out, check it, and then proceed to check the rest. I'll do that off camera. I'll do that and I'll come back with the result. Alright, well, I checked all those push rods, we'll pull them all out. Don't worry, they're all separated, intake and exhaust, and the two damaged ones. Well, the one's damaged for sure, the other one's questionable. But anyway, they're all pulled. I did go ahead, I didn't film it. I pulled all the lifters one at a time, looked at them. They still look pretty good. So I put them back in. Getting the junk drawer here on the toolbox. Here's the two damaged ones. The exhaust is longer. There's the rest of the intake and the exhaust. They're separated, kind of labeled. So I had to get those two, but from the looks of it, I think they come like 4 per pack, so I'll probably end up with a bunch of extras. And I'll probably get them from Rock Auto, because it's probably, even with shipping, it's probably still more affordable to get them there. I'm not sure. I'll look around, but. So that's probably where this one's going to end. I was hoping it'll end on a higher note, but I'm thinking once that's fixed, it might be fixed. Let's hope it's fixed. I had to order an intake gasket too now. I think anything else I can improvise. I still got a bunch more stuff to order for it as we go anyway, so it'll be a little longer drawn out than planned. So if I want to try to get more consistent here soon, I'll probably work on a few other things while I'm collecting and working on this thing, instead of dragging y'all on. Plus, I'm also trying to do some things with the YouTube channel involving the email, because I should have started it with another email, and those of you who got channels probably understand what I'm talking about. Well, I kind of want to get rid of the old email, but I gotta separate the two, and I've been looking into it, doing the process, but now I kind of got the channel on 2 separate email accounts, Gmails, and I'm afraid to delete one because they're the same, like everything's up to date and current, but they're both under 2 different Gmails. But basically I want to, totally separate, delete anything involved with my old Gmail, but I don't want to take a chance on accidentally deleting the channel. So if that does happen, whenever you see this, that's probably what's up. Or maybe it'll work out and I'll figure it out. But if that happens, I'll figure out what I'm doing from there. I'll let you know somehow. Or if you just never see me again, you never see me again. But anyway, so that's where this one's going to end. Like I said, we're going to end this one, move on to something else. Probably back on 88 or something. I kind of got some stuff I'm planning on doing, get back on that. As long as the weather holds out. It's been kind of nice here a little lately. 50s. So yeah, so like, share, subscribe. Like I said, I was hoping to end this on a high note, but can't win them all. I don't win much, but there must be something on the camera lens because it's making the lights blur. Anyway, so yeah, till I get the parts, get back on that. That's it for this one. So see you in the next one.